Welcome back everyone to another Kerbal Space Program video. This time we are going back to Venus. Last time we did a flyby. This time we are going to stay. We are going to get to a Venus orbit. Here is the mission description. We need to get to a Venus orbit and our apoapsis needs to be lower than 278 megameters. And we need to hold that for 2 minutes, which is trivial if you are in an orbit, right? So this is going to be easy. So yeah, we are going back. Also, I kind of have to apologize already for the sound issues in this video. I don't know, Windows made some update and messed up my audio devices. Somehow in OBS, both tracks ended up on the same channel, my voice and the in-game audio. So sometimes when you hear in-game audio, you might also hear me talking on stream, but there's no way that I can fix that in post-production. So we just have to deal with that. I hope it's still fine. Apologies. Let's dive right in. On stream, Gottchen, this is on purpose on stream, we'll explain the rocket first. So let's see. From the bottom, we have a nice stage that has a TWR of 1.52 at ground level and will give us 2000 delta V. This only gets off the ground because of those UA 1205 boosters, 2 of them. They are massive. They are really massive. And they are really powerful. After those are burned, the H1D series engines take over. 8 of them, if I remember correctly. Yes. This will give us another 1000, bit more, 1400 delta V. And then we come to stage 2, which will bring us to orbit, with providing us another 4800 or 900 delta V. So this has 4 H1D series engines to do that. Then, after we got that, we have one stage with 4500 delta V, and that one will bring us to our ejection burn, to our Venus intercept. Those are, where are they? Here, this is an RZ20 engine, single one. And then at the top, we have, let's open that, our probe that will capture around Venus with this AJ10 series engine and 3000 delta V's. So yeah, we need to capture quite good to achieve this 278 megameter orbit. We of course have some RTGs ready to power our radar and our avionics, and of course also our science experiments, which we brought some. See that now? Some. We brought the infrared radiometer. We brought the Micrometeorite Detector, the mass spectrometer, and the radiation detector. That will give us a nice amount of science in orbit around Venus. I have already tested that. As you might have noticed, we have used some unresearched technology here. So we first need to finish all the research. And that takes almost a whole year. So let's time warp through it. What is left now is to find a nice transfer window, and for that we use the transfer window planner mod. As you can see, you enter all your missions parameters and then it will show you a nice workshop chart. And it looks like we will still need to wait for 2 years for a good intercept with Venus, but that's how it is. And we will launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Lift off! Supersonic. Those boosters have a nice visual. Whatever it's called that they burn, and now they are dropped off. Bye bye. And we continue upwards. Hot staging should be happening soon. Hear it already, and there it is. All 4 engines ignited. And we have a lot of thrust for little weight. There we are. That was the camera shake, the orbit shake that I was talking about. And there we go. Nice. Now, what's next? The actual maneuver planning. We again use MacJap to assist us in doing it. We choose ASAP. And yeah, we can kind of optimize it manually a bit, but it is the standard that we already saw. And let's go for that one. There it is, 3,539 meters a second. Let's enjoy the view while we rotate towards our ejection burn. Nice, engine ignited. That's awesome. This is almost a 7-minute burn, if I remember correctly. And there we are. Now we can get rid of the stage and get our probe on its journey. I almost forgot that I can already here do some of the experiments, because those are new unlocks that I have on board. I can do some of them already here on Earth and on the way to Venus. So let's say goodbye, Earth. And say hello, Venus. Once we arrived in the sphere of influence of Venus, we can just program our retrograde burn, and as we can see, that is resulting in a really nice orbit. Again, we are already orienting for our next burn, which will be the circularization burn, or not circularization, but we will catch around Venus. And here we are. Let's enjoy these nice visuals. The science experiments are working and we can see the mission timer running down, and there we are. Venus orbit success. Contract completed. Congratulations, we can continue to gather data from the new satellite, which is exactly what we are going to do for 90 days now, and then we have all the science that we can get. And there it is. We have gathered all the science that there is to gather. So how many science points did we gather? 400 approximately. We started with 20 or 30 something. So approximately 400. That is insane. But I was thinking, maybe we have enough delta V left, right? Maybe we can still make it and go also to low space around Venus on our orbit and gather science there as well. And that is what we are going to do now. Let's get our periapsis into low space around Venus. Let's fine-tune our periapsis a bit. I'm aiming for approximately 150 kilometers, and that's where we are now. And as you can see on the top right, we are in space low. Isn't that amazing? So that's a whole lot more science for us. So, Venus orbit success. We got so much science, already 400 or a little over 400, and over the coming days we will gather much more science from the low space around Venus. So, what's next? What's the plan? We also have in the program the mission for a Mars orbit. So, this one's going to be next. We are going to Mars next. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.